Hi everyone and welcome back. Just let me adjust this here. Welcome back to my channel, Old School Gunner. How are you all getting on out there, guys? Big news all over football at the moment. I mean, all about Arsenal signing this Benfica player, this striker, this 22-year-old Darwin Núñez. Hope I pronounced that right. But yeah, big news that we could be signing this player. It would be a massive boost. There's no doubt about that. A huge boost to the club if we could manage to sign him. Edu, Arteta, they're doing every single thing they can to get this player. He's valued at 80 million. So we'll have to see where that takes us. Definitely, it would be a real boost if we could get our hands on this player. He's a top quality signing. He's young, he's strong, and he's fit. What would that mean for Gabriel Martinelli? Just bear with me here, guys, before I get into it fully. Just going to do a little bit of technical jewelry pokery, as we say in the business. There we go. Technical jewelry pokery, as we say in the business. Just turn that down, the old tricks of the trade. Alright, so just a second there, I have the wife texting me, everyone. Gotta keep the bird happy, otherwise it could be curtains for the Old School Gunner. Alright, Joanne, how are you getting on? Nice to see you again. Thank you for tuning in. Let me just put up that comment there from Joanne Smith. One day she's going to come on the live stream, guys. So that should be something worth talking about. When she plucks up the courage, she'll be doing it. Not that the woman has courage, guys. But yeah, shared me to Facebook. Thank you, Joanne. Appreciate it. John Smith. No news. I'm calling him as we never have no real news from Arsenal. They're all talk. Yeah, it is what it is. Let me just text the wife there. She's on her lunch break in central London from work. Texting the hubby and all. That's me. Got the ring off today. It's over there. But anyway, let me see. Joanne Smith. Yeah, in with the comment. But yeah, it is what it is. It would be a real bonus if we could actually sign this player. He seems a fantastic signing. I will be coming on Laugh Out Loud. Just got my new glasses so I can see you properly. To be honest, I don't really want to be seeing me properly. I am no David Beckham. I'm not going to lie. I'm alright, like. I'm Irish, so you can think of me as like a potato or something. But I'm alright. I'm doing alright for myself, you know. I'm not as young as I used to be, but you kind of see me there hiding from the camera. But yeah, come on if you have the guts, huh? If you can man up. But yeah, I just want to start by thanking everybody once again for your continued support. This is my third stream of the day. I did a 20-minute one earlier, and I did an hour-long stream. And now I did. Now I'll see how long this stream goes. I did that video about Aubameyang and Arteta the other day. Somebody was critical of me, but I replied friendly to the text. If you check out my Aubameyang Arteta video, it went on for an hour. Yeah. If you check that out, someone wrote a comment in underneath. If you want to have a look at that comment, if you have time, Joanne, you can check it out. But I replied friendly to the comment. I mean, the guy was being a complete. You know, I'm on air now, so I'm not going to say what he was, but he's entitled to his opinion. I'm entitled to mine. And on my channel, I do what I want. It's as simple as that. If anybody ever wants to meet me, have a chat about it, to discuss things face-to-face, man-to-man, instead of being a keyboard warrior, let me know. My door is always open. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. My channel, I pretty much do what I want. If someone's got a problem with it, come talk to me face-to-face about it. At least be a man about it. Don't be a coward. Hiding behind your computer in your little house somewhere. Step up and be a man about it. Send me the location. No, but seriously. You want to have a chat? We can have a chat. Man to man, face to face. Gotta have a haircut next. France versus Ivory Coast predictions. Ivory Coats. I think the Coats don't have a jacket of a chance. France, Ivory Coast. I think France are going to bury them. But look what happened yesterday. That was a World Cup game. Italy getting locked up by North Macedonia. No one could have seen that coming, Joanne. No one could have called that. You know what I mean? And even the Queen up in Buckingham Palace could have called that one. With her mystic mega ball or her octopus or whatever she's got up there. And the corgis running around. Anyway, I just want to thank everybody for your continued support on my channel. Your likes, your comments, and your subscribes. Smash the like in this video for me. Comment in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel, Old School Gunner. Don't forget to click on the notifications bell. Thank you to Joanne again for her continued support. Let's get into it, guys. It's all about that man Núñez. Somebody said I don't know nothing about football. As I said, Ben White is shite. My reply was that you have never seen him win any titles, as you were just a twinkle in your daddy's dick when they won. Ah, interesting. Twinkle in the daddy's dick. That's a new one on me. Yeah, Muppets. You know what I mean? The Queen is a gooner. Jesus. She's long suffering, so she's long suffering, Joanne, like us. Man, she's long suffering. But yeah, what do you think about this player? Let me just check up on him. 5-0 for France. Easy, man. Training session. Let me check on this player, Núñez. Alright, we're on a little bit back there. Okay. It says Arsenal are completing the first steps of Darwin Núñez transfer plan as Edu intensifies striker search. He's a striker, a 22-year-old forward. He's currently playing for Benfica. The club have reportedly made their first move in the supposed pursuit of Benfica centre forward Darwin Núñez. We also have Jonathan David and Alexander Isak, just two of the names on the ambitious shortlist. Italian journalist Fabrizio Romano then provided a further update on the Gunners' pursuit of a new forward, and he stated Núñez is another possibility. Erling Haaland is not a realistic possibility for this summer for Arsenal, he said. But they are exploring the market for many strikers. We know that in January they explored the possibility for Jonathan David from Lille, but it was impossible in January. Let's see in the summer what happens. Another player, Darwin Núñez, important goal against Ajax in the Champions League. Important striker. He has scored a lot of goals, but he has this kind of mentality from Uruguay. He's a fighter and a very good player. Arsenal also had contact with his agent in January, so let's see what happens because West Ham also wanted him. Arsenal are in the process of signing him, but they will take their time. Maybe we don't have time, yeah. He seems like a decent player. They should maybe put up or shut up. Anyway. They need to man up a little bit, maybe, you know. It is what it is. Let me go back to StreamYard. Nothing going on about it. Sorry there, guys. The Wi-Fi is a little bit slow at the moment. It's kind of holding up the whole show for the Old School Gunner. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm almost back. Okay, let's see. Sorry about that. The Wi-Fi is acting up a little bit there. Joe, I think this is going to be 5-0 for the Arsenal tonight. For the Arsenal, Jesus. I wish it was back in the days of Robert Perez and Thierry Henry and Emmanuel Petit and Patrick Vieira. We'd be calling them the Arsenal, France. They were more or less Arsenal. Sounds like the robot, the name of this player. Núñez. When you get some of that sexy kit, laugh out loud. It's absolutely not sexy at all. And I don't know, whenever I have the money, I'm going to wait obviously until the new season starts, so maybe July or something. But yeah, I'm not a millionaire unfortunately, but we'll see. No waffle today. We have plenty of waffle, but I'm having some. I had some waffles earlier actually, potato waffles, bird's eye. Have it. You know what I mean? Irish style. Be right back. All right. A little bit of waffle today. I tried to get Warren on the show earlier, but he wouldn't. He was busy. He couldn't come on. which is fair enough. I mean, no problem, you know what I mean? Let me just text one of my buddies. Okay. But yeah, it is what it is. This player, I'm just going to talk a little bit about him. For any of you that don't know, his name is Darwin Núñez. He is a Uruguayan football player. He plays as a striker for Primera Liga club Benfica and the Uruguay national team. He came through Penarol's youth academy, being promoted to the first team in 2017. In August 2019, he joined Spanish Segunda Division side Almera. Let's check him out on Wikipedia. Like, he's 22 years of age, guys. He's 6'2" in height. He's a striker. He's big and he's strong. After representing Uruguay at various youth levels, Núñez was called up to the full international side for the first time in October 2019. He actually scored on his international debut against Peru. He came to Benfica on the 4th of September 2020, signing a 5-year contract with them for a club record fee of 24 million. This was also Almera on the division's biggest transfer. The Portuguese league's biggest transfer, with the club also receiving 20% of a future transfer. 11 days later, he made his debut for the club in a 2-1 loss against PEOK for the 2021 UEFA Champions Tournament. On December the 3rd, after 3 weeks off from COVID-19, he returned to action against Lech Poznan in the Europa League. His breakthrough came in 2021-22 in that season. Let's see if my man Chris is going to join the stream. Who knows? But yeah, sorry there, guys. Just texting a friend. All right, let's talk about Núñez anyway. See what's going on. He made his breakthrough in 2021. He underwent surgery due to an injury in his right knee, forcing him to miss Benfica's first months of the new season. He made his return from injury on 21st of August, facing Everton. On 27th of November, he scored his first hat-trick in the league as his team finished the first half at BSAD 7-0 up. Núñez is a right-footed player. He possesses an athletic frame. Excellent acceleration and sprinting speed is the defining facet of his athletic skill set, with his explosive change of pace being capable of creating immediate separation. He also has good awareness. He scans space and makes decisions when moving relative to the ball, space, teammates, and opponents. He is a disruptive striker with a dynamic range of mobility that can carry counter-attacks, make incisive movements around the box, and strike the ball explosively. He is adept at attacking open spaces and is good at generating shots from varied situations. He is also a promising creator around the box and is capable of playing as a left winger. He looks a good player, guys. If we could land him, we'd be doing all right. You know what I mean? Seriously, if we could get our hands on that player, we would be doing okay. Not bad at all. Decent player. We'll be doing all right. Arsenal complete first steps of Darwin Núñez. Arsenal refresh striker transfer shortlist as background Darwin Núñez. As background Darwin Núñez talks held. Arsenal are putting plans in place for a new marquee signing in attack this summer. Our next game in the league, of course, we got a bit of a break now because of the international football. But the next game in the league for Arsenal is going to be on April the 4th, which is a Monday. And I will be doing a live stream, a watch along of that game on my channel, guys. So don't miss that. Whatever you do, it's going to be pretty fun. I might have a couple of guests coming in, a couple of surprises, a couple of substitutions coming on, late additions. So do yourselves a favor and don't miss out on that. But yeah, it is what it is, really. Alright. Joanna's still not there. That's cool. She's back. Just doing my thing anyway. But yeah, what do you think of this player that they're looking to sign, Joanne? This Darwin Núñez. You think he's a good player? Yeah, the Arsenal Crystal Palace game. What did I say? Did I say a different team? But the Arsenal Crystal Palace game, that is our next match. I am going to be doing a live watch along, a live stream of that game. I've recently renewed my BT Sports contract, so I'm just going to be doing a live stream on that. What do you think of England manager? You mean Gareth Southgate? What do I think of him? I think he's a good manager, if that's what we're talking about. I think he's a good coach, but it has to be said that he has a wealth of talent at his disposal. I think that's fair to say. About Gareth Southgate or about Núñez? You don't know anything about Núñez? I can give you the old 911, the old rundown if you want. Let you know what the story is with him. Thank you for the videos earlier of the cats. Yeah? I always show my wife those, and especially when you got the cat the other day and you had it in the little case, and you had it outside in the garden, and you let the other cats kind of look at it. Yeah, I showed it to my wife. She's had pets, and she said that's a normal thing to do. Yeah, so that the other cats don't feel threatened. You know, I never had a pet before, to be honest. I had a goldfish and a rabbit, but I didn't have a cat or a dog or anything like that. Núñez, let me tell you about him, yeah? His name is Darwin Núñez. He's from Uruguay. He's a 22-year-old striker that plays for Benfica. He's 6'2". And like I said, he's a forward. He plays the number 9 for Benfica. He's a very, very good player. He really made a breakthrough in 2021 where he scored a hat full of goals in the league, in Europe, the whole lot. He's a former Uruguay youth international, and he was part of the under-20 team that finished third in the South American under-20 championships. He was called up to the senior team, to the Uruguayan senior team already. He played against Costa Rica and the United States, and also against Peru. Says his style of play is very positive, Joanne. He's a right-footed player. He possesses an athletic frame, excellent acceleration and sprinting speed. Is like the defining facet of his athletic skill set. He has explosive change of pace, being able of creating immediate separation from the defenders. He also has good awareness. He scans space and makes decisions when moving relative to the ball, space, teammates, and opponents. He's a very disruptive striker with a dynamic range of mobility that can carry counter-attacks, make incisive movements around the box. He strikes the ball explosively. He is adept at attacking open spaces and is good at generating shots in varied situations. He's also a promising creator around the box and is also capable of playing as a left winger. He looks the real deal. He looks a very, very good player. Very good player. If we could land him, we'd be doing all right. You know what I mean? Barca got a good striker we should sign. We could sign, yeah, I know, but Aubameyang. Maybe. Barca got a good striker we could sign. Yeah, we get Aubameyang back as a 7 goals in 7 games. I think 9 and 11 in total. 7 goals in 7 league games and then 9 and 11. Yeah, he's banging in the goals. Why we let him go on a free? Why we got nothing for him? Okay, we're not paying his wages right now. But why did we let a player go that had Premier League experience and that wanted to play for the club? People say he was disruptive, he was indisciplined, this, that, and the other. I honestly think he just didn't have respect for Mikel Arteta. That's my own opinion. I think like Guendouzi, like Saliba, he just didn't have any respect for Arteta. It's nice to not hear Arteta waffle this week. That's what you were talking about the waffle. I thought you were talking about me. Did I be waffling on my channel? Yeah, it's nice not to hear him waffle. So I've been joined by my special guest. It was meant to be Warren. No, it's Gunnosaurus. So Gunnosaurus has stepped into the breach in place of Warren with a couple of crazy opinions and stuff. I'll just let him walk off there. Okay, he's going away to contemplate about this Arsenal signing. But yeah, the next game, like I said, is against Palace on April the 4th. I'm going to be doing a live watch along of that. Since I ruined my BT contract. No Arteta waffle. Yeah, thank God, finally. Smith. But yeah, we're in 4th position in the league. We're looking good for a Champions League spot, but we actually have some tough fixtures coming up. I mean, it is not going to be easy for us in any way, shape, or form. We need to be ready for that. Let me check the Arsenal fixture list. Of course, the next game is against Patrick Vieira's Palace. We have a United game. We have a Chelsea game. Here we go. 4th of April, my watch along. We are playing. It's Crystal Palace against Arsenal. 9th of April, it's Arsenal and Brighton. 16th of April, it's Southampton Arsenal. 20th of April, we're away to Chelsea. 23rd of April, we host United. And the 1st of May, we are away at West Ham. They are the next 6 matches. We are 4th in the league. We're going well at the moment. But it is going to be a difficult one for us. There's no doubt about that. And we have a difficult enough run in. There's absolutely no doubt about that. We'll have to see the way it works. Let's see, Joanna's put up some more little emojis. The cats. Yeah, that's my replacement for Warren. Warren was, I said, could he come on in? So this is Warren. I seriously have way too much time on my hands. I've been aware of that. Since my wife has been working, I definitely have way too much time on my hands doing stuff like that. Anyway, we're going to get a whooping against Crystal Palace. Yeah, maybe so, but it's a very difficult place to go. Away to Palace is a very difficult place to go. Hope Pat shows Arteta up. I honestly think they're going to beat us. I think we're going to find it very, very hard in that game. And I think there's a very good chance they could beat us. What do I think of a statue of the Invincibles? I'm all for it. There's never been a team like them before. And there never will be again. One of the greatest units, one of the greatest teams ever assembled. Incredible outfit. I remember reading about them or listening to them on YouTube and the videos about the Invincibles. And one thing that they always said was that whenever they went behind that season, whenever they were losing a game, they always believed they could get the goals and get back into the match. And that's how it was with them. They always believed they would find an equalizer or get a winner, turn the game around. They never once panicked or lost faith. They just kept in there. They believed in their ability and they kept playing football. Incredible guys. Hope Pat shows Arteta up. Yeah, me too. But I think he will. I think they're going to turn us over. Statue of the Invincibles, yeah. I'm all for it. They could have that at the front of the store. Yeah, they could. That's a cool place for it. Yeah, that's a good place to have it. I was there just a week or two ago. outside the stadium just before they lost to Liverpool. I was outside the stadium the day of the game after my job interview in North London, and yeah, it was. It would be a cool place to have it because it's a perfect place. You know, that end of the stadium, it's the perfect place to have something like that. It would definitely be much appreciated by all the fans. I know that, but it is what it is. We'll have to see how it goes. But definitely they deserve some statue. I mean, anyone that thinks that they don't know what they're talking about. That's all there is about it. So yeah, Joanne, if you can play my playlist again at some point today, that would be nice. Not many people are playing it at the moment now, but I'm getting a couple hours here and there. Yeah, I'm the same as you. I would love Patrick Vieira to be the manager of the club. I'm 110% the same thought as you. I'm just going to plug in my laptop just a second. Battery's going a bit. Battery's going down. Let me just plug in the laptop before I get cut off. There we go. All right, guys, good as new. But yeah, excuse me. I'm of the same belief as you, Joanne. I would love Patrick Vieira to be given the job as manager of Arsenal. I think he's qualified. I think he's good. It's as simple as that. I will when your stream is over and I'm going out in the garden. Thank you. I appreciate it, yeah, and I appreciate your support. I mean that. I appreciate it. But the thing is, don't be holding back now. Though, just watching my stream. You know, I don't want to keep you from going out into the garden on such a beautiful day. I mean, it's 16 degrees. It's very nice. I hope it's nice where you are. Yeah, as nice as it is here. But you've got a beautiful garden anyway. You've got a nice place. I mean, you've got the cats. You've got the beautiful garden. You've got the work you've been doing to it. I imagine it's very pleasant. I don't know how quiet it is where you live, but at some point, myself and my wife will come up and visit you, like for a weekend or a day. We can come up for a day, you know, and visit you. That would be nice. I said it to my wife the other day, and she was well up for it. And she loves cats, so we could come up and visit you, and you could play with the crystals. I leave it playing while I'm outside. Yeah, I do. Just leave it playing. That would be nice. Just play the old Suguna playlist. I'm just running out in the garden. Mani Tangadurai, sorry I'm late. Yeah, no problem, man. Welcome to the live stream. What do you think about Arsenal maybe signing this player Núñez from Benfica, this 22-year-old Uruguayan forward? Joanne Smith is very peaceful here. Yeah, I'd say it is. I'd say it's the complete opposite to a big city like London, you know. We have a lot of peace and quiet. Not like the noise and the hustle and bustle around London, man. Joanne Smith, who you got coming on? When? Today? Nobody. On Sunday, I'm going to be doing a live stream. I'll be appearing on Northside London's channel. So we're going to be streaming Sunday afternoon around 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. So I'm appearing on his channel. I'm planning another couple of things on my own. I have time coming up now, so I need to get in contact with a few people. Cracking headache today. Man, what a headache. I took 2 paracetamol for it, but yeah, I think I'm going to lie down in a while and just chill. What do you think of this comment, Joanne, from Manny? Seems like a desperate attempt to make up for the Auba cock-up. He's talking about the signing of Núñez. What do you think of that, Joanne? Do you think the way we're looking after this new player and we're trying to get this new player is make up for getting rid of Aubameyang? A band-aid of sorts. Yeah, I agree with you. It's like they're trying to cover the wound and cover up the damage. Thank you for tuning in, Manny. I appreciate it. But yeah, I hope things are going well over in India. But it is kind of like that. I mean, the way they let him go, okay, we're not paying that massive wage bill anymore. He was on 300 grand. At Barca, he's making 100 grand a week. When we were paying him 300 grand a week, he was driving through central London in his custom-made Ferrari. He was turning and played for training. I honestly think, though, if he was still playing for the team, like, he had no respect for Mikel Arteta anymore. It's as simple as that. Which I can understand because you had the thing with Guendouzi, you had the thing with Saliba. Yeah, papering over the cracks. Exactly, Joanne. Papering over the cracks. Yeah, Northside is a cool guy. We put up this comment. Papering over the cracks, exactly. I mean, the whole thing with Aubameyang, he's been absolutely on fire recently. 7 goals in 7 games. He scored twice at the Bernabeu when they beat Real 4-0. I mean, he's full of confidence. Maybe he lost the motivation at Arsenal, but I honestly think he just didn't have the respect for Mikel Arteta anymore. That's how I feel about it. I see now 6 people joining in and watching the stream. Welcome along, guys. Great to have you all on. Watching my live stream. Arsenal have been linked with a new striker, a Benfica player. His name is Darwin Núñez. He's Uruguayan international, 22 years of age, 6'2" forward. Maybe, hopefully, we can get that player. We'll have to see the way it works out. Definitely, there's positive talk coming in around the club about him. I think the guys are right though, Manny and Joanne. It's like being over the cracks. It's just like you kind of like a knee-jerk reaction to try to save the situation and stop the situation from getting worse. We let Aubameyang go. We let him go on a free. We didn't get any money for him. He obviously had lost respect for Mikel Arteta. I think that's fair to say, but I think a lot of players have lost respect for Arteta down through the years. And now he's gone on a free, and he's brilliant. Joanne Smith, I'm going to watch some Father Ted later. Yeah, you should. It's very, very funny. I love that program. Manny Tangadori. Arsenal deserve blame for their poor business acumen, and it's high time that the Premier League applies a salary cap. As for Núñez, he seems unproven and may come into his own after Suarez and Cavani. Yeah, he got called up to the international side. He made his breakthrough in 2021 for Benfica. He's been scoring a lot of goals. He's been going in some very good performances. He's got out-and-out pace. He's incredibly sharp and quick. He's a really disruptive striker. He stops the other team from playing. He's very good at what he does. A real bonus for the club. He's valued at 80 million. They're talking about 80 million. Of course, West Ham are interested in the player. But I honestly think if Arsenal put their money where their mouth is, they can get him. He would come to the club. We need a striker like him. We need someone to come in. Absolutely 100% without a doubt. Del Boy Gunner has just joined the stream, guys. Of course, Joanne knows him well. I don't know does he know Manny at all. But let me put up this channel there. It's Del Boy Gunner TV. Manny, if you don't know, this is another Arsenal YouTuber. He's Irish, like myself. I'm Irish too. He's got his own YouTube channel. If you can maybe like and subscribe to his channel, I'm sure he would appreciate that. And if you subscribe, click on the notifications bell. But yeah, things are going well, man. You've seen this story about Darwin Núñez, this 22-year-old Uruguayan striker. He plays for Benfica currently. 6'2", explosive pace, great finisher. And he's at the right age. He looks a good player. He's playing in number 9 at the moment for Benfica. He's a full forward. Honestly, it would be great if he came to the club. He's valued at 80 million. He made his breakthrough in 2021. He was at Benfica for a while, though, I think a year before that. But in 2021, he really made his breakthrough. He's in the national side, in the full senior squad for Uruguay. Of course, he's behind Suarez, Cavani, these kind of guys, these seasoned pros, but they're not getting any younger. He's coming to the fore. He's playing very well. He's a great player. Check him out on Wikipedia too, yeah, because it gives you all the information about him. But he's a very, very, very good player. Manny is going to subscribe to you, Del Boy. He said he's going to subscribe too soon. So there you go. That would be nice, yeah, another subscriber for you. Build things up a little bit on your channel. I hope you're enjoying the YouTube journey. I hope you're having fun with it. I'm off now, so I can do a bit of live streaming before I knock off in a while. But that's it. This player, to be honest, I agree with Joanne and with Manny. It's like kind of paper over the cracks. He's trying to cover up maybe for the whole Aubameyang debacle. I do honestly think it was best that he went, best that he left. But it was the manner of the way that Aubameyang left the club. We didn't get any money for him. He left on a free. He went to Barcelona. Okay, we're not paying his wages anymore. He's been absolutely banging in the goals over there. He's on fire. He's still as good as he always was, if not better now. And he's unleashed a beast in the last 2 or 3 weeks with Barcelona. I mean, he put Real Madrid to the sword quick enough at the Bernabeu. scoring twice in a 4-0 win at El Clasico a few weeks ago. My father-in-law and his wife, they were gone nuts. They're both massive Real Madrid fans over in Venezuela. When I was there last year, I was watching the games with them. But yeah, that'll buy Gunner TV. Thanks, guys. Money in with the comment. And here's the thing. If Arteta chooses to micromanage him into the ground, he'll kill him. Yeah, exactly. He started pointing out the same to some of the players, like actually giving them advice on how to play. Telling Martinelli how to play full forward. Telling Aubameyang how to play forward. I mean, Arteta was a midfielder, and he was a crap player. He's a really, really bang average player. He's an Everton reject. He's not an Arsenal player. He's not an Arsenal legend. I would love to see Patrick Vieira take over the club, to be honest. We have a massive game coming up against Vieira and Palace on April the 4th. I'm going to be doing a live watch-along on that game. I have my BT Sports set up again. So I'm going to be doing a live watch-along of that massive game, Arsenal against Palace. Tune in for that, guys. That's a long way away now. It's April the 4th. That's actually our next Premier League game. It's internationals, friendlies, World Cup qualifiers now. Let me know what you think, Manny, about the whole Italy situation. I mean, it's going to be the second World Cup that they haven't qualified for. When they do qualify, if they qualify for the next World Cup in 4 years' time, that's going to be 12 years since they've appeared. 12 years. Like, we all know that the World Cup this year is in Qatar. It's starting in November. It's running from November through to December because of the heat. Because that is like the cool season for them. That is the winter time. They couldn't be playing it in the summertime because the players will get heat stroke. Some of them will actually die, I'm sure. They're playing it in the winter time. So November, December, we're going to have a football feast. Unfortunately, the Republic of Ireland aren't going to be there. Wales, they might squeeze through. Scotland, they're going to have to play Wales. They might make it. I think, honestly, North Macedonia, that beat Italy, I think they're gone now. They've run their race. I don't think they're going to get past Portugal in the final playoff. I don't think they're going to get the best of the Portuguese. Regardless if Portugal are playing like a little bit off the boil. I think Italy had a real shocker yesterday. 32 shots on goal. You know what I mean? And North Macedonia was still in the game in the 92nd minute and they made them pay. They punished them severely. Two first choice centre-backs for Italy were not playing yesterday, Chiellini and Bonucci. They brought on Chiellini towards the end, but all he could do was stand by and watch the ball get smashed into the back of the net. Hats off to Tierney for scoring for Scotland. Yeah, it was a decent goal and a decent performance. That, of course, was a friendly game against the Polish. They were all over Poland. They had them on the rack. And then there was actually an Irish referee. I can't remember his name, lucky for him. But he actually awarded Poland a very, very soft penalty right at the end of the game. Scotland were well on top in that game. A lot of good performances for the Scottish. They've had a very good team the last number of years. Much better than my own country's team, for example. Much better than the Irish team. They've been very, very good the last couple of years. So it was a little bit painful to see it, but that's the way it is. Huh? Mani Tangoduri, a future Gunners captain if Arteta doesn't run him into the ground. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? But Arteta in the training ground, man, he'd be giving guys advice on how to play. They don't need to be told how to play football, Mikel. They know how to play. You know what I mean? Like you said, he tends to micromanage. I had a boss like that there recently. I quit my job because of that kind of crap. That penalty was a disgrace. Yeah, it was a disgrace. And it was actually an Irish referee gave it. It's lucky I can't remember his name. Or he'd be suffering right now. But yeah, it was... Luckily, it was only a friendly match, so something was riding on that. I tell you, there would have been hell to pay. He would have really got it. He would have got it in the neck, I'd say. But because it was a friendly, they let it roll. There would have been hell to pay otherwise. I remember watching Ireland under Jackie Charlton in the Italian 90 top team. Yeah, they were very good back then. And half the team was actually English. And Charlton himself, of course, is a World Cup winner with England. Bobby Charlton's brother. He, of course, won the World Cup in 1966 with England himself. The brother of Bobby. But, yeah, we had a very, very good team. Charlton, top man, top man. That's a pity those teams have gone. Those teams have gone now, and the manager Charlton passed away, I think, last year or the year before. It was a very, very sad moment anyway for me personally. A lot of good memories with the Irish football team associated with him. He got us competitive. He got us qualified for 88, for 90, you know. He got us in there. For 94, we went to the United States, of course. And we got out of the group stage. But yeah, of course, I think the Dutch knocked us out in that tournament. And we didn't have a chance against them, to be honest. I think they beat us 2-0 clean and clear. But at least we got out of the group stage. We beat the Italians on the way. But everyone's beating them these days. I mean, North Macedonia just beat them yesterday. USA 94, Japan and Korea 2002. I remember it like it was yesterday, man. That was 20 years ago. God, I feel old now. But, yeah. Roy Keane, of course. Corkman like myself getting sent home from Saipan. Sent home from the World Cup in Japan and Korea after a massive blowout with Big Nose Mick McCarthy. It is what it is. We have young players coming up. Yeah, maybe we do, but we need a little bit more than that. But let's see. Childhood memories. Yeah, the good old days, man. The good old days. But yeah, it was a sad old day when Jack Charlton died. No doubt about it. Who'll remember like Phil Babb, Jason McAteer, Roy Keane, Andy Townsend. You know what I mean? They made it fun in the Irish camp at the time, especially in 2002. There was a lot of banter, a lot of fun. Of course, Roy Keane didn't see much banter and things at all. He went home, Man United private jet. 16, 17 hours later, he was back at home in Manchester. But it is what it is. Roy Keane was not a man to be messed with. And if he saw that he was used to the Manchester United standards at the time, the way they used to train, the way their training ground was, he was used to those kind of standards. So when he went and he saw what was going on in Saipan, the training gear hadn't arrived, guys were picking up injuries. You know what I mean? They had no shin pads, they had no padding. He didn't find that at all funny. And this is the World Cup that they were actually going for. The container, the training equipment had not arrived. You know what I mean? So the players got that there was nothing there for them. Like I said, he was used to the Manchester United setup at that point, ultra professional. For him then to go away with his nation for the World Cup, they wanted possibly the best chance to win and to be their very best. And this happened. That was like red rag to a bull for Roy. You know what I mean? And then to be questioned about his loyalty to the team. He just tore Mick McCarthy a new one. It is what it is, man. Ancient history. I plan to make a video on the Roy Keane controversy. Basically, Mick McCarthy was right to send him packing. Okay, that's going to be your view on it, is it? All right. I think it's half of one. I think it's 6 of one, half a dozen of another, to be honest with you. I think they were both at fault. I think Keane is an explosive personality and you need to know how to harness that and keep him under control. I think Mick, I think a lot went on there. I just think that they were both at fault. And I think to underestimate a man like Roy, do it at your peril. Mick has been a good player for the Republic of Ireland and a good manager. I'll give him that. He always gave his best for the country, for the team. But yeah, to put Roy Keane in a position like that, to question his loyalty and the effort he's putting into the team, as soon as you do that with a player like him, it's just going to end badly. But yeah, it's ancient history like we know. He went home. The Man United private jet came out to pick him up and he was back in Manchester. Soon enough after that, he travelled halfway across the world. Then he tried to assault a 15-year-old boy that was being abusive to him outside. But yeah, it is what it is. But the team went on and played very well after that. And in the game that we lost, I think the quarterfinal match against Spain, we absolutely had them on the rack. All we needed was a couple of finishes around the box and we had them. We were pinning them back. Duff, Keane, they were destroying them. Damien Duff had a blinder out on the wing. Robbie Keane was everywhere. There's more than one Keane playing for Ireland. There was Robbie as well, was in the mix. Typical Cork attitude, and I was a shit show from the beginning. Yeah, I was a shit show, man. Keane is an explosive personality, though, but like I said, he got used to the setup at Man United, the professionalism, the organisation, and the standards. To go away then with Ireland to the World Cup And the way things were, they got there and the training ground, and there was absolutely nothing. There was nothing there for the team. Nothing had turned up. None of the training gear, nothing. And the lads were having a laugh and a joke about it. McAteer and these lads, okay, fair enough. But at the end of the day, this is the World Cup they were going for, and they had one shot at it. It was one of the best teams we had in a long time. It is what it is, man. Roy is an explosive personality, though. I mean, I know Roy from Cork. I've seen him around back in the day. He's a very explosive personality, and I mean, he wouldn't shake your hand if he didn't know you. He'd just look at you. He'd look through you. I mean, the guy is tough. He's hard. No look about it. David Connolly was centimetres away. Now, man, he knows his stuff, huh? He's an Indian guy. Or he's living in India, sorry. But he's actually, I think, Indian. Or are you half English, half Indian, my friend? But his English is absolutely perfect, yeah. But he's in India right now. But he knows his stuff, yeah. And a long way back, you've a lot of things going on there now, man. I think after this stream, I'm going to watch a bit of Jack Charlton, and I'm going to play some of the songs. I'm going mad on the old Italian 90 buzz, give it a last Jack and this kind of thing, and really get into the old fervor. But they were the good old days, why? They were the good old days. Out the back garden with the ball with my Irish tracksuit on, kicking the ball against the wall till all hours, recreating some of the goals I saw on my own running around. And then my dad would come out for a while and we just kick the ball. He'd come out with his slippers on, the dumbass. He'd be tripping over the place. Englishman born to Indian parents. Born in Eastbourne and spent my childhood in Kent. Ah, yeah. Kent is not too far from the big city where I am here. Yeah? It's not too far from London town. But yeah, I seen you said, Del Boy, you're going to be coming over to the UK for the game, I think, April the 9th. I could be working that day, but if I'm not, I'll come up outside the stadium and meet you. But if I'm working, it is what it is. But if I'm not, I can meet you outside the stadium. We'll have a chat. But yeah, you must be looking forward to the game that you're coming over to see. Like I said, I could be working because I'm starting a new job the day before. I think they're going to have me running through the weekend. I'm going training. I'll have training going on and stuff, get me into the routine. But if I'm free on that day, I will definitely be around. Yeah, it is what it is, guys. Final, yeah, April the 9th, yeah. I'm starting the new job on the 8th, so I'm sure they're going to have me in at the weekend. But of course, that's a Saturday, I think. But or it could be a Sunday. I think it's Saturday. But anyway, I'll be around. If I'm not working, I'll be there. If I'm working, another time. But enjoy the game anyway and have fun. Make sure you get a beer and a hot dog and this and that, the other. I was at the game with Stapes from the 3 Pointers TV. I went to the game with him. He got me a ticket right behind the goal. And I went there at clock end. I went there with him like in December. The Southampton game. That was a good game, a good win. Terrible weather. But check out the hot dogs in the stadium, man. They're actually decent. But make sure you get out there before the end of the first half. Don't be like us strolling out at half time. Man, oh man. Like, that was probably my fault. I was strolling out at half time. I like to stay till the end of the half, and then go out. But geez, there was like 5,000 or 6,000 people just in that one area where we were queuing. Like, I mean, I'm not joking. If you're heading out, man, head out 5 minutes before the end of the half to get the food. Otherwise, you can forget about it. You know what I mean? It's only that I was with Stapes and he knows the run of the stadium and the way it runs. And we actually got served quick enough, even though there was thousands ahead of us. Get out there 5 minutes before, man, and get your food. Jesus, trust me. You'll be hungry enough. It's sell out there. Like, I mean, there'll be 60,000 people in the stadium. You can be sure of it. A home game after COVID and stuff, and people not being able to see the football for so long. Good news, Del Boy. You got a subscriber. Manny Tangadurai has just subscribed to you. I hope I pronounced your name right, my friend. Apologies if I didn't. He has just subscribed to you, so you have to nail on another subscriber. Every little helps, man, when you're making your way up, you know what I mean? We'll always be making our way up with this. But yeah, what do you think about this player, Darwin Núñez? The striker that we could be psyching for Benfica. 22-year-old, 6'2", Uruguayan international. Looks a very, very good player. He's very quick. He's very strong. Hopefully things will go well for us with him if we can land him. I mean, if we could land him, it would be fantastic. Arsenal refreshed striker transfer shortlist as background Darwin Núñez talks held. Yeah, they kind of had talks in the old back game, but they're beginning to refresh their striker transfer shortlist ahead of this summer with Mikel Arteta and Edu. The whole thing with Aubameyang, though, I don't mean to go back on it now again, but I think it could have been handled better. I mean, fair enough, he lost his motivation. Fair enough, he wasn't putting in the shift. He was slowing us down on the counter-attack. I was begging for Martinelli to be put in there. But to be honest, the way it was working, it was a tough time. Del by Gunner TV. I'm doing a live stream at 7 p.m. I'll tune in, yeah. I'll watch it. I'll let it play on my laptop or something, to give you the support on the watch time. I have plans there now in a while, like a half an hour. But then, you'll see. Sorry, there is a cleaner here. He's outside cleaning the place, and there's a woman after coming in. A lot of strange people hanging around. Oh, Bob was being played out of position many times, to be fair. Yeah, he was. That's a good point. He was. And he lost a bit of the patience, I think, with Mikel Arteta on the training ground. They definitely weren't seeing eye to eye on a few things. A bit like Guendouzi, a bit like Saliba. Aubameyang is a strong character, and he knows what he wants, and he knows his own mind. So it was a little bit, there was no love lost there at the end, to be honest. But it's a pity to see Aubameyang go, to see him go the way he went, because, I mean, looking back on it, guys, a fantastic player for the club. He did everything that was asked of him. He produced some excellent performances in what were tough times for the club. We were struggling at the start of Arteta's tenure. Brandon Lewison with the comment, Arteta is a fool. He definitely didn't handle the Aubameyang situation very good, my friend. There's absolutely no doubt about that. Sorry for that noise in the background there. Somebody's outside with the Hoover. Hoovering the place. There's like a cleaner comes here once in a while. I hope you can still hear me, guys. I can talk a little bit louder. Let me know, can you still hear me? But yeah. So what if Auba's late? Yeah, he was a little bit late, but when he was at Dortmund, Thomas Tuchel, the Chelsea manager, was actually managing him at Dortmund. And he said he used to just tell Auba to come that 15 minutes earlier, that he was actually already at the training ground when the other players were coming out. That Auba was ready, boots on, standing in the centre circle, ready to do a little bit of training. Sound is good. Thank you for that, man. But definitely, they said Aubameyang may have turned up a little bit late to training, but he always turned up for the big games. So, yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. I have a lot of time for Aubameyang anyway, and I think we should have given him another chance. He should have been given maybe another chance to stay at the club, but he had a major falling out with Arteta. There's no doubt about that. I mean, there was absolutely no respect there. Where there's no respect, you can't work with somebody when you have no respect for them, as I know all too well. When you don't respect people, you can't work for them. You know what I mean? Idiots. So it is what it is. Say no more about it. But yeah, we definitely needed a player like him. Can you do a recap? I need the beginning of the stream. Yeah, I can, man. Absolutely no problem. Basically, you're welcome. My pleasure. And thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Basically, the club are interested in signing the Uruguayan international. He's a 22-year-old, a striker, Darwin Núñez. Like I said, he's a Uruguayan international. He plays for the senior team. His club side is Benfica. He really made the breakthrough in 2021 for Benfica with some fantastic performances, some great goals. He's a top player, and he's valued at 80 million. And the club are in the chase for him. West Ham are also interested. I think Liverpool are having a look at the player, but Arsenal have been looking at him for a while, like at least over the last year or so, maybe longer. Now they're renewing their efforts again to maybe try to land the player. He's valued at 80 million. For me, he's a top-class player, top-quality player. I would love to see him at the club. His international debut against Peru, he scored. His senior debut for the international side. He, of course, is probably behind Cavani and Suarez for the Uruguay team. He's probably behind them in the pecking order, but they're getting old and they're not going to be around forever. He could replace one of them. Definitely, we need a striker. People were saying on my stream earlier they think it's like an effort to kind of cover up and paper over the cracks of Aubameyang leaving. Maybe so, but either way we need a striker. It's as simple as that. I would be delighted if we landed the player. I would be delighted if he came to the club. Absolutely no doubt about it. I think we badly need a striker. Is it going to stop us from getting fourth place this season, Champions League football? We have a couple of very, very tough games coming up. There's no doubt about it. Would I take the Abala? We're actually being linked to him too. I would. I think he would fit in well to the system. But I'll always hark back to Ollie Watkins. People ask me time and time again, man. But Watkins, regardless of his form right now, he has the ability. He has Premier League experience. I'm a big fan of his because I seen what he did to Arsenal. He's a real handful, this guy. Big fan of Ollie Watkins. I think he's very, very, very good. You know what I mean? I've put real store in him. I would like to see Ollie Watkins at the club. Being our full forward, being our number one striker. He's a fantastic, fantastic player. He's a monster. He's got that strength that Martinelli does not have. He has incredible physical strength and power when he's on the ball. And sometimes he just hammers the ball in. When he takes the ball on, he just pulls left, pulls right, and he just hammers it. I mean, there's no messing around with him. Thunderous. He thunders the ball into the back of the net. For me, Watkins is a top player. He has Premier League experience, and I think he would be very good for Arsenal. He's a real goal machine, this guy. And like I said, he can mix it up when he gets physical. He's got that physicality. He's got that power. He's a real handful. I like Watkins. Big, big fan. I wouldn't mind if he has good mobility. His height might be an issue, though. Yeah. Whereas the other guy, the guy that they're all talking about, Núñez, is 6'2". He has that height, yeah. He has that advantage over Dybala. He's 6'2", 22 years old, spring chicken, fit as a fiddle, box-to-box player. They say about his style of play, characteristics of his playing style, he's a disruptive striker. He upsets the other team taking the ball out from the defence into the midfield. He's really disruptive. He's a real handful, this guy. He's very good at what he does. He has an exceptional turn of place, which gets him out of trouble time and time again. Brilliant counter-attacking. Great awareness of the space and the players around him and the goal. He's very, very, very good player. If we could land him, we would be doing all right. It is what it is. If Del Boy is still watching, man, I'm going to play your stream when it's on. I'm going to watch it and comment and this and that and support it. Laptop might be near me at that point, but I can do it. Otherwise, I'm occupied, but I can do that. But yeah, if we could land one of those players anyway, it would be very good. We do need a forward. I know the firepower, that problem will come back to haunt us. You're welcome, Del Boy, no problem. I don't know, will the lack of firepower now come back to haunt us when we're going for fourth place? I think either way, if we get into the Champions League, we're going to be on a hiding to nothing. I think it's going to be hard for the team to get out of the group stage, only because we haven't had that level of competition for a while. Champions League is a very high level, and to get out of the group stage even, you need something going for you. I just think we haven't had that level of competition for a while. With all due respects to Premier League teams, Champions League is Champions League. I think we could struggle. I think it could be difficult for us, unless we bolster the team sufficiently in the off season, in the pre-season. Looking forward to that. And we need to do that without a doubt. If we don't do that, we're going to struggle in the Champions League big time. Maybe the team are already looking to that. Maybe you and Arteta, they're already looking at that, and that's why they're going for the striker. But we do need a midfielder. We do need a DM, without a doubt. Who can put his foot in when things are going against us and who can change the game a bit. Someone with a bit more physicality than Partey. And then, of course, the useless Xhaka. Joanne is giving Del Boy the big up. He's going to be going live at 7 p.m, Joanne. So if you want to tune into that, I will tune into a little bit of it, see what's going on, see what they're talking about. What you've got on the agenda, Del Boy. Have you got Julian in, or are you just doing your own little stream with your son, or what you got going on? But yeah, either way, we really need to Arsenal to get through to the Champions League. They're going to have to strengthen the squad definitely if we want to even get out of the group stage. He's giving you the big up, Joe. Got my reminder on it for sure. Nice. And don't forget when you go to the garden, Joanne, my also going to playlist. I know I'm cheeky. All right, let's have a look at the league table and see which way we're looking. We all know where we're anyway in the league table. But we're fourth in the league, guys. We're on 54 points. Chelsea 5 points above us on 59. Then Liverpool are 10 above them, 15 above us. And then 1 point above them is Man City. It's a 1 point game for the title at the moment, guys. City are just holding off Liverpool. For me, Liverpool are going to win it. They're on a great momentum. Arsenal fourth on 54. Then comes Spurs. They play the game more than us. They're 3 points behind. Then come United. Play the game more again. 4 points behind. West Ham. They played 2 games more than us. They're 6 points behind. Then come Wolverhampton Wanderers. Villa. The Foxes. Leicester City. The Saints. Palace. Massive game coming up against Palace. They've actually won 2 out of their last 5. 2 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws. But they are a very difficult proposition at home. And we play them on the 4th. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a live watch along of that game. We're going to be in for a very, very hard game. There's no doubt about it. It's going to be a very tough game against Palace. It is what it is. A very tough game. They're going to really, really put it up to us. We need Warren on. He's cool. Yeah, I tried to. Maybe he will come on, Del Boys, but he was definitely busier earlier. I wanted to do like a live stream with him, actually, no, at this time. He says he wasn't able to do it. Maybe later in the evening he'll be free, yeah? You never know. You could ask him, Del Boy, but he wasn't free anyway to come on this with me, which I understand. The man is busy. He's obviously got something else going on. I know he's got friends in the Ukraine, and he's trying to support them in these difficult times. But yeah, it is what it is, you know. Warren's a good guy always to come on the channel. He talks sense. And yeah, of course, he's making out 10 out of 110%. Is what it is. But yeah, so that's it. Basically, we're in position for a 4th place finish. If we could manage to get Núñez to come in, 80 million from Benfica, 22-year-old striker, 6'2", international, Uruguayan. I mean, he'd be definitely a very good acquisition for the club. Promising. He's 22. He's young. He's fit. He's strong. He's fast. He's a goal machine, and he's at the right age. Definitely building for the future. Then we can trust the process under Arteta for another 10 years. And when we don't win anything, we can say, well, I told you so. But yeah, once my channel is a success anyway, at least I'll have something out of it, you know? At least I'll have something. I'm just going to let this play for another while now, as I've got so many people watching. I'm just going to let this all go off and see what happens. But yeah, it is what it is. Huh? It is what it is. All right. See any more stories about Núñez? Yeah, this year Arsenal looking at Darwin Núñez at Benfica, Victor Osimhen at Napoli, and Southampton Noni Armando Broja. Broja is not a bad player. Background talks with the agent of Uruguayan frontman Núñez have already taken place. Arsenal won't be alone should they wish to move for the 22-year-old who has 20 goals in 22 Premier League outings this season, though. Wow, he's 20 goals in 22 games. He's scoring goals, huh? He's banging in the goals. 20 and 22. Make what you want of it, guys. That is a serious return. 20 goals in 22 games. Think about that now. That is a serious return. It is what it is. Huh? Arteta wants a dynamic centre forward capable of playing with his back to goal, but also capable of getting in behind defences at the tip of his 4-2-3 system. Alexander Isak fits the bill, but his 75 million release clause is considered to be steep and would represent a considerable gamble. Meanwhile, Calvin Lewis' injury-ravaged campaign has seen his stock plummet, particularly when considering Everton's valuation of the player, which was 70 million plus. Food for thought there, to be honest. Alright, I'm back, guys. The Wi-Fi was just a bit strange there. Del by Gunner TV, Warren is on my stream tonight. There you go. There you go, Joanne. Now you can tune in and check Warren on Del by Gunner TV. What am I doing for the weekend? Oh, crazy, crazy plans. I could tell you, Joanne, but I'd have to kill you. Mad, crazy plans. The wife is off work tomorrow anyway, so we're going to be doing something together. I don't know what. I'd say probably just sleeping. And then a bit of Netflix and chill and get some takeaway or something, get some delivered to the house. Uber Eats. So she's had a very tough week in her new job, so she just wants to rest on her day off. So I'd say it's just going to be Netflix and chill tomorrow. I will be non-contactable. Non-contactable. Well, you have my number, Joanne, so you can contact me. But I will be non-contactable. Oh, cool. Great, Del Boy. Really looking forward to it. Yeah, he's got Warren. Warren's a double agent. Don't trust Warren, though, guys, right? Del Boy, you heard it from me. Don't trust Warren. You know what I mean? Because he is volatile on the show, man. He's going like act wild. You know what I mean? Don't ask him any questions about Mikel Arteta, because you know that gets him going. Yeah, he'd be talking for 20 minutes about Arteta. But that's good for your channel, you know. A bit of spice. Warren brings a bit of spice. He'll spice things up. He gets cheeky. Not Roy Keane level cheeky. Roy Keane would have too much for him, but he gets cheeky. So one question for you all. Who would you like to see buying the club from Cranky and Son? Who would I like to see buying the club? Abramovich, Putin. No, but on a serious note, who would I like to see buying the club? Bill Gates, Tim Cook, someone with money and that knows how to actually run a club, run something big like that. Yeah, Bill Gates, Tim Cook. Would I like to see buying the club? I actually think the guy that was going for the club, he's the only guy that actually was going for to purchase the club, was the Spotify owner, Daniel Lake. He's an Arsenal fan. He's in a consortium. He has like connections with Vieira, with Bergkamp, and with Henry. They were supporting him when he was putting in his takeover bid. I would like to see the Spotify owner, Daniel Lake. And like I said, he's respected and he's supported by 3 Arsenal legends, Bergkamp, Vieira, and the one, the only, Thierry Henry. So, Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry. I love that song. All right. John Smith, the name's Warren Bonds. Maybe he could be Batman. Warren Batman. I don't know. No more Americans. John Smith, we need a rich Arab to take over. You should come into Massimo Dutti on Oxford Street. You should come into that store. There's a lot of Arabs going in there at like 7 and 8 p.m. Maybe one of them would take over the club. You never know. It is what it is. Maybe that would happen. But yeah, we need a rich Arab to take over. Manny Daniel Ek would have been good. It would have to be consorting in my view. Yeah, it's like that. Things would be run, I think, fairer then. Cronky, Stan and Josh coming over from the US. I mean, I had an American on my show, like Daniel Phillips, like months ago. I had Daniel on the show. It was last year. And Of course, being an American and he knows what's going on in his own country, I asked him straight up, what is the situation with Stan and Josh Kroenke? Um, what reputation do they have in the United States and what are they like? He said it's bad news, old school. He said all they care about at the end of the day is the profit margin, how much money they have made, and it's as simple as that. They couldn't care about anything else really. They just want the club to make the money, that they have more money at the end of the fiscal year. That's the way they look at things contractually. They just want to be in the plus, have more profits, and have more losses. And that's basically it. They're running it like a complete business. And that was all there was about it. So for them to be the owners, all they care about is the profit margin. They already have teams in the United States. They won the Super Bowl recently. So that's enough for them to win. Say what you want about Abramovich, and this is maybe a touchy subject. Say what you want about Roman Abramovich. He made Chelsea competitive, and he took an active interest in the club actually winning things. I mean, 5 league titles and 2 Champions League does not lie. That isn't even going to mention the Super Cups and the FA Cups. They won 2 Champions League and 5 league titles when Abramovich was at the helm, yeah. When Abramovich became owner of the club. So think about that now. 2 Champions League, 5 league titles. I mean, what more can you say about that? So in fairness, say what you want about Roman, but at least he took an active interest in the club, not like Kroenke, that could not care less, is just very passive about things, and only cares if you get money or not. Doesn't care about the team being competitive or winning anything. And if I never see another Arab owner again, it will be too soon. Coming to Massimo Dutti on Oxford Street, but I take the walk down Oxford Street and out to Edgware Road. That's where they all are. You know what I mean? Going to central London, man, you'll get your share. Right, Gunnosaurus is going to make another. This is my replacement for Warren. It was a good cameo, good work on the service. That was my replacement for Warren. Yeah, but it is what it is, huh? Honestly, I'm going to ask this question now. Manny, I'll ask you, man, but everyone chip in with your answer. Do you think we're going to finish 4th this season? Do you think we can honestly actively pursue 4th place and qualify for the Champions League next season? Let me know what you think, man, because that's what I'm asking a lot of fans right now. Do you honestly believe that we can take 4th place? It would be a real plus for the team, the squad, for everybody connected with Arsenal Football Club if we could actually take the 4th place and hold on to it. But yeah, it is what it is. 4th place, a possibility for Arsenal. Let me know what you think. Joanne, if you're still there, don't forget to play my playlist. Umani, you too, man, if you have time. If you can play my old school Gunner playlist, just on a device, a phone or a tablet you're not using anymore. Just plug it into charge and let it play for a couple of hours and I'll play my playlist. Or even through the night, or through the day, whatever time it is with you, I would appreciate it. Joanne Smith, I won't forget. I know you won't, Joanne. Thank you, I appreciate it. And thank you for being patient with me and supporting me. I do appreciate it. Brandon Lewis, Arabs put money into football, Americans suck money out. That's the old cliche, huh? That's the old. That's what they say in the business, yeah. Arabs pump the money in, Americans suck the money out. Ferenc Abramovich, Russian guy, he pumped in the money too when he supported the club. Say what you want about him now, yeah, his day is done. But he actually put a lot of effort in that the club would go well, things would be good for them. It is what it is. Will it work if I play it on TV? Yeah, if it's on your Google account, yeah. If you have if it's on your Google on YouTube if you're looking at your Google account. Like you need it to be your Google on YouTube. You know what I mean? You need to be like registered as a user. Then it should work. I watched a few of your videos and commented. I'll get on the playlist again soon. Yeah, I saw that you had commented. I saw that you had done that. Jajuan, you can play YouTube on your TV if it's on your account. It'll work. Because it's going through the internet, you know? You're online. So it's the same. I watched a few of your videos and commented. I'll get on the playlist again soon. Yeah, I saw that. I saw you did. And thank you for that. I appreciate it. Big up yourself. Sorry, then I'm just going to open the window because somebody was cleaning outside and there's an awful smell of like cleaning detergent or something. The cleaning product. My God. It'll make a horse fall over. Will actually give you a headache. Well, that guys, I'm back. I had to open the window there because somebody has been doing some cleaning outside. There's like a cleaning product being used, and I swear to God, the smell is just sickening. It's just disgusting. But man, they overdid it big time now. Some people, man, they just don't know what they're doing. All right, but yeah, top 4, a possibility. Hit me up and let me know, guys. Do you think we can actually get top 4 this season? Can we manage to turn that around and get back into things? I hope so. I really hope we can. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for a little snooze after this for a while. Put the head down. I got up way too early today. Yeah, it is what it is. It's good to see so many people tuning into my live stream. I appreciate it. Let me go back and look at the Premier League. Let's look at Sky Sports News and see what's going on with their stories. Do they have anything else going on there? Let's check it out. All right, Sky Sports Football. Let's see what's going on. Southgate unsure what Qatar boycott will achieve. Gareth Southgate has questioned what England will achieve by boycotting this year's World Cup due to human rights issues in Qatar. View from Italy after World Cup failure. The disaster of Mancini. For those of you that don't know, guys, Italy are not going to the World Cup. They got beaten at home last night in Palermo, 1-0 by North Macedonia. Completely unprecedented. The media, of course, in Italy have been absolutely savaging them. Manny Tangadoli got the split now, got work to do. I'll catch Del Boy stream tonight and your next one soon. Thanks, man, and thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you get the time, if you have the time, play my playlist. I would appreciate it. John Smith, we're all cleaning as the dust from the Sahara Desert came over. Laughing loud. Did I? I didn't hear a thing about that. Or is that a joke? The dust from the Sahara? I didn't hear much about anything like that. But yeah, maybe you're pulling my leg. Yeah. Maybe that's a kind of an inside joke that I don't know about. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, let's check out the news stories. Gareth Southgate saying he thinks that for England to boycott the World Cup in Qatar won't do much for human rights. Yeah, he's got a point. It's not going to. You know what I mean? View from Italy after World Cup failure. The disaster of Mancini. Blue nightmare of this world. European champions Italy will not feature at the World Cup later this year after a monumental upset defeat to North Macedonia in the playoff semi-final. Italian papers poured scorn on Roberto Mancini's men after humiliating defeat. All'inferno. Eliminazione shot Mancini, delusione immensa. Gravina insesti. The World Cup will be without Italy for the second edition in a row, following what has been described by Coleman's humiliating defeat to North Macedonia in the playoffs on Thursday night. After stubborn defending repelled Italy for large spells of the contest in Palermo, the visitors capitalised in stoppage time thanks to Alexander Trajowski's strike to seal a 1-0 victory. Latching on to a flick on, Trajowski got the ball out from under his feet before unleashing a stunning no-jive from 25 yards out, beat the despairing dive of Italy goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma. The goal sparked jubilation as players and coaches on the North Macedonia bench rushed onto the pitch as several Italian players were left with their head in their hands. Dust everywhere. I didn't tell you about that. There's so much dust in London anyway, probably just because we're under the capital. Alright. See what's going on. Nine months on from triumphing at Euro 2020, the Azzurri are left to reflect on a shock loss that means they will miss a second successive World Cup, having also been absent at the 2018 edition in Russia. Italian media did not hold back in their criticism of Roberto Mancini's side, less than a year after they lifted the European Championship trophy by winning England on penalties at Wembley. Tutto Sport described it as a blue nightmare, with Chelsea midfielder Jorginho labelled a snail, and the slowest tempo of his play contributing to a rating of 4 out of 10. Corriere dello Sport led with the headline "To Hell," reflecting on the immense disappointment of a second successive World Cup no-show following Italy's shock elimination in Palermo. Italy's top-selling sports daily like Gazzetta dello Sport described the seismic result as out of this world, Mancini devastated and considering his future. After one of the greatest wins in their history, North Macedonia, who were 67th in the world, were ranked 61 places below Italy, and look forward to a playoff final against Portugal, who defeated Turkey 3-1. This is an epoch-making disaster. The shame is worse than ever. Italy have won the World Cup 4 times, most recently in 2006. However, they exited at the group stage in 2010 and 2014. Now, this is a real blow to the Italians. I'd say the shock of that now is just after killing them, to be honest. The fact that they're not going to make it through. It's incredible. But it is what it is. Tough times for them. I think I'm just going to push on out till 1 hour and 30 minutes in this stream. And then I'm going to knock it on the head like that. Simple as. But yeah, it is what it is. Thank you for your continued support anyway, John. We appreciate it very much. Thank you. Yeah, needed that support. Time to push my channel on to the next level. Simple as. Sahara dust. That must have been crazy. What it is. Let me just go back and keep reading that story about what's going on there. My fantastic channel. What can I say? We got too lucky at the Europeans and we paid for it. It is that simple, said Roma is incredible actually. Just like in 2018, Italy are the only former champions not to make it to the finals, and newspapers saw the elimination as a reflection of wider problems in the national game. In the last two seasons, no Italian teams have reached the quarterfinals of the prestigious Champions League, a trophy which was eluded Italy since 2010. Many domestic clubs weighed down by debt and unable to attract the top talent that once flocked to Serie A. The system, Italian football in its entirety, needs to be put on trial. La Gazzetta dello Sport quoted an editorial blaming a total lack of vision among sports administrators. The newly appointed head of the top-flight Serie A league acknowledged that a shake-up was needed. This failure must lead everyone to serious reflection and profound change in our system, said Lorenzo Cassini, without giving details of what needed doing. Italy last featured at the World Cup in 2014. After the last World Cup debacle, Italy laid the blame squarely on team coach Gian Piero Ventura and Football Federation chief Carlo Tavecchio, who both resigned shortly afterwards. This time around, there were no calls to the removal of Coach Mancini, an Urbane leader who still gets huge credit for masterminding the 2021 European Championship success. However, he himself has not ruled out stepping down. Defender Giorgio Chiellini said he and his teammates felt destroyed and crushed after missing out on the World Cup finals again. I am proud of a team that has given everything. It is clear that we are destroyed and crushed. A great fight will remain with us. Chiellini, who replaced Gianluca Mancini in the 90th minute. It was a great disappointment. Even today we played a good team, but we couldn't score. From September to today, we have made mistakes and we have paid for them. Midfielder Marco Verratti said North Macedonia's goal in added time was a real nightmare. This group had a great chance at the World Cup. We came from the urban unbeaten record. It was difficult to accept what happened tonight, when I said. We all know that we have given everything. Now surely is the time to ask ourselves some questions. Italy will not be in Qatar for the World Cup. Mancini's Italy side had 32 efforts at goal in the match, but somehow fell short. With North Macedonia going on to play Portugal in the playoff final next week, for a place in the Qatar World Cup, which will not involve Italy once more. It is a huge disappointment, Italy midfielder Jorginho told Rai Sport. It hurts so much. We have always created and dominated matches, but we have not been able to finish teams off. It is not to blame anyone in particular, but it is the reality. I don't know why we haven't been able to do this. I am also involved in this and it hurts me to think about it. Mancini, luck has abandoned us. You make your own luck. That's what I'm going to say about that. But yeah, maybe they didn't get the goal. I'm bashing up posts today thinking they're Arteta. Ah yeah, give him a good old crack. Give him one for the old school gunner as well, I had the hammer at home there. Frida as well, like Gunnosaurus would like to be up in that as well, getting in on the act. Just my replacement for Warren. There. That's a good likeness. There you go. She's happy, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's the way it is at the moment. I'm living with a teddy. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. Just relaxing there, no chilling. Lots of kids making a lot of noise outside. Yeah, it's good weather they have to live too. So yeah, I'm gonna knock the stream on the head now soon. And that'll be that for a while. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you to Joanne for tuning in. And have a nice time out in the garden. And thank you for playing my playlist. I appreciate it. And thank you for all your support. I appreciate it very much. Cat not been found yet. What cat hasn't been found? Let me just knock this off for a second. What? The cat ran out the window. Which cat? The new cat. Oh man. I hope he comes back. I hope he's not gone too far. Oh my god. That's a real downer. Alright, I'm gonna knock this live stream on the head. Thank you to everybody for tuning into this live stream. Thank you for your likes, your comments. Thank you for everybody that has subscribed to my channel. Thank you to Joanne for tuning in and supporting my channel again, and for playing my playlist. She's gonna play my playlist later. I appreciate it. All the best, guys. Take it easy. I hope you find the cat. I hope it comes back. Come on, you gooners. Peace. See you next time. Bye, Joanne. All the best.